Hey you, I'm Sarah Turner. I'm a freelance medical copywriter and copywriting mentor, and I want to talk to you real quick about one of the mistakes I see newbie copywriters make, and that is when your writing is too stuffy. It's because some people who, come into copywriting come from like a formal writing career or a formal writing background, like an English degree or something like that, and they think, oh, copywriting, I can, make a living writing, this is amazing. But what ends up happening is when people don't realize that it really should be much more about the psychology and how people talk rather than English classroom writing. I mean, honestly, no one wants to read your essays or my essays for that matter. So it's really something that most people, when they get started copywriting, have to unlearn. They have to unlearn those formal tendencies. I don't know what it is about putting a pen in someone's hand or getting somebody to start writing things out, but all of a sudden we start using these words that are just really formal and stuffy, and it's not how people talk. So keep that in mind. It really should read as somebody would speak, as you would talk to a friend. And that is something I always keep in mind. Like, is this how I would speak to a friend? Even if your audience is doctors, for example, we really want copy to be easy to understand and something that somebody can quickly read. So I often tell my doctor clients that when they want to write for other doctors, I'm like, they still don't want to read really stuffy, hard to read writing. The other thing is copy shouldn't be something that is really taxing on the mind. You want somebody to be able to easily and quickly come along with you for the journey and the story that you're trying to tell. So it shouldn't be really hard to figure out, and it should be something that they can actually read like while they're waiting for a doctor appointment or while they're like in an Uber. So keep that in mind. Like, can they read this on their phone on the go? So that's something that I see people making this mistake of trying to sound really impressive and formal, and they're like, oh, let me utilize my skills to impress you with my writing. And really, that's not the point of copywriting. So I always ask myself, would I talk like this to my friend? And if the answer is no, then it's time to go back and try and soften things up a little bit, make it a little more cash. You know what I'm saying? So here are some words that I have noticed are, indicators of people who are still writing a little too formal for copywriting. This doesn't mean you can't use these words. I'm just saying that I have noticed that they're good indicators of more formal writing. So the first one is additionally. You know what you can say instead of additionally? And. Simple as that. And yes, you can start sentences with the word and, because that's how we talk. So the next one is approximately. You could just say about. Or however, you could just say but. Establish, set up, demonstrate, show, and then utilize is one of my favorites. Just say use. Do you often say utilize in a conversation with your best bud? Probably not. The thing is those words aren't words that you shouldn't and couldn't use. It's just a reminder to get a little more casual, figure out who your audience is, what's some of the lingo that they use, sit back in your chair when you're writing maybe every now and then and get in a different mindset from that English classroom style. That's the other thing is we were often taught in English classes to build a case and then at the end have all the good juicy stuff in the conclusion. In copywriting, it's the other way around. Give them the juicy stuff up front. Say to them, this is worth sticking around for. I got good stuff to share with you. That is how you capture people, bring them in, and make them want to stick around. The last piece of advice I'll give you is that reading your writing out loud is one of the best ways to catch stuffy, formal writing. I always read my work out loud when I'm done, and that is how I catch things that don't roll off the tongue easily and also sound too stuffy. So I hope this helps. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button if you liked it. That's how I know you want to see more videos like this. And if you have any ideas or suggestions, a lot of these videos are coming from your comments. So go ahead and leave comments for me below, and I will do my best to address them as well as incorporate them into my future videos. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks guys, have a wonderful day.